From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy, Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports. Welcome to a Wednesday, the 22nd day of July for 2026. Mike Will, Tyson Havronic, up and Adam here today. We've got all the news, weather, and sports that you need to get out the door here this morning. Former Husker running back Dante Dodell has been seriously injured in an ATV accident near Atlanta. And evidently his services will be lost for the entire season as he was getting ready to play for the Georgia Bulldogs this fall. We'll talk about that coming up. Hastings Sodbusters were in action last night. They played down in Sedalia and lost in extra innings. In fact, Sedalia scored a couple of runs in the bottom of the 10th inning to beat the Hastings Sodbusters 7-6 last night. Had some Legion baseball played around the area last night as Grand Island Home Federal and the Kearney Post 52 locked up wins and championships in the Area 7 juniors and senior tournaments. Meanwhile, we had the Class B junior state tournament and the Class C junior state tournament continue in Wayne and Tri-County yesterday. We'll have the results and set the schedule for you here today. So all that and more is coming up. We're going to be hearing from Kirby Smart. He's the head football coach at Georgia. When we slide into the Southeastern Conference, we might as well start with one of the top teams in the conference and the Georgia Bulldogs. So we'll be hearing from Kirby on the show today. So all that's coming up for you before 8 o'clock this morning as we welcome in Tyson Havronic from the Western Studios. Good morning, my man.
Yeah, good morning. Much cooler. A little rain shower going to be swinging through here and a little bit this morning, hopefully. Cross your fingers. But, God, what a relief from the last couple weeks, it seems like, that we've had the heat wave, especially Monday. That was just brutal, just downright awful. But, yeah, nice to see some cloud cover, maybe some precipitation here today. And, yeah, looking forward to a good day.
Yeah, if we don't see the rain today, pretty good shot at some rain force moving through tomorrow. So we'll check that out when Tim gives us the weather here later on this hour. So checking the sports scene from overnight, the Boston Red Sox were gunning for their 15th straight win last night.
Speaking of rain?
Yeah, they didn't get it. They were rained out. Their ball game with Baltimore was postponed by rain, so they'll try to play a game. I think today is when the makeup is. So Boston and Baltimore will play today. Boston gunning for their 15th straight win in Major League Baseball. So they had a chance last night to break a record, at least tie a franchise record for the most wins since the 1946 season. But they got rained out last night. Kansas City, as long as we're talking about Major League Baseball, the Royals picked up a win last night over San Francisco, 3-2. Kansas City now 42-60 on the season. Your Cardinals, they lost to the Angels 5-1.
We have not been very good since the All-Star break. We had Jordan Walker that Walker mashed for us at the Home Run Derby, won it. That was a fun feeling, but now it's time to play winning baseball, and we are not playing good baseball. The offense has been completely lost. The bullpen sucks, and our starting pitching is going downhill. Those are three really crucial elements to being a good baseball team.
You don't have that, it doesn't sound like a very good team.
No, it's been bad baseball.
Cardinals now 51-49 on the season. The Cubbies won last night in Major League Baseball. They beat Detroit 11-2. So Chicago sitting at 57-44 on the year. So that's just the highlights from Major League Baseball overnight.
Yeah. So Boston actually has a chance to pick up 15 and 16 today. They'll play the doubleheader against Baltimore beginning at high noon, and then turn around and play like a 6:35 game. So,
all right, so 2 games for the Red Sox.
Double
chance
dip
to
at
extend their
Fenway.
streak. They can tie the mark and break the mark all in the same day.
That's right.
I think 15 is the franchise record for wins for Boston. They would tie it with a victory in game number 1. Then they can break it with a victory in the nightcap tonight. So we'll keep our eyeballs on that. Some NFL notes today. The Miami Dolphins and linebacker Jordan Brooks have reached an agreement on a 3-year, $51.3 million extension with $35 million in guaranteed money. He becomes the 3rd key Dolphins player to receive a multi-year extension with the team this offseason. He's now the 6th highest paid inside linebacker in the NFL in terms of total contract value and average annual value. Over the past 2 seasons, he has recorded more tackles than any other NFL player. In fact, last season, he led the NFL in combined tackles with 183 and in solo tackles with 99. He was named a first-team All-Pro for the first time in his career, but the Dolphins locking up linebacker Jordan Brooks to a 3-year, $51.3 million contract extension. So,
There you go.
good signings there for Miami. ESPN yesterday was in the news. They laid off a bunch of more people yesterday. Of course, ESPN and the NFL Network have merged or have bought one another, so they've got a huge staff, and they are continuing layoffs at ESPN. The latest to go is Carl Ravitch. He's the guy
Baseball.
who provided, the College World Series baseball play-by-play. He did a lot of other things. He's done a lot of baseball coverage for ESPN. In fact, he worked the game on Monday between the Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. He's also done college basketball, a lot of college baseball. He's done the Little League World Series, the College World Series from Omaha. But Carl Ravitch is one of the guys to be let go by ESPN yesterday. NFL analyst Ryan Clark, he was sent packing. He's a former NFL safety who also, by the way, worked on Monday during an appearance for NFL Live and was told midway through the broadcast
Jesus.
that his services were no longer needed. Are you kidding me? That's how ESPN fired a guy midway through his broadcast for NFL Live. He was told that his services were no longer needed. I would immediately get up, throw my microphone down, and walk off of the set.
Oh, no, I would. You got the microphone on in probably about 6 seconds before the audio technician shuts you off, so you can say F you, ESPN.
Yeah, make your feelings known in 6 seconds before they get the delay on.
Make your, earn it, do it right, go out with the blades of glory. Carl Ravitch isn't going to have any problem finding a job. MLB Network will call him first thing, and he'll be back in the swing of things before you know it. The dude just lives, sleeps, and eats and drinks baseball, so he'll be fine. MLB will get him hired. Clark, that's brutal. Brutal. Midway through the broadcast. I've been let go a few times.
Not in that fashion, though, like halfway through our show saying,
not
Veronica,
really.
you're out of here.
No.
Pack your bags and get the hell out of here.
It was after lunch. It was midway through the day. I do remember that.
Well, that's not bad.
It was, after lunch I came back in, and they're like,
You're
gone. And I'm like, cool.
Let's see, what else is NFL analyst Charles Davis. He is not returning to ESPN either. Cam Newton.
I didn't even know Cam Newton was analyzing.
Yeah, he was with ESPN. He's gone. David Lloyd and Stephanie Bell, another couple of employees that are gone from ESPN.
How the hell am I going to get my injury reports? Stefania Bell? She does the injury report before the fantasy football.
Hopefully they have somebody filling her role. Stefania Bell is gone.
Either that or ESPN just doesn't care about fantasy football anymore. And they really they haven't been, ever since this expansion of sports gambling and ESPN Bet and Vegas lines and, again, it's kind of the movement. They're moving towards the sports betting side of things and away from all of the things that people originally got on ESPN to do. The other side of the coin is, you mentioned a few names, and I didn't even realize they were working for ESPN. Charles Davis, Cam Newton, and that's half the problem is nobody pays attention to ESPN anymore.
No, or rather than that, they probably got 8 jillion shows, and they just make an appearance on some of those shows that you don't see. I knew that Cam Newton was working for ESPN. I don't know why. I don't follow any of his shows or, Cam Newton's going to be on this show. I got to be tuned in.
I'm not going to sit there and watch a bunch of people that are, to be honest, they have no more idea what's going to happen in these games. They have no more insider information than me and you. Yeah. And they're sitting there and they run these shows ad nauseum and they sit there and they spew off their 2 cents, and it's not worth 2 cents. And I think people are just starting to reject these 24/7 and hour-long talk shows about absolutely nothing, and get back to doing games, and live sports, and I don't know. The whole ESPN model has been jacked from the start.
Yeah, you're not a big ESPN guy.
I'm not. I'm just really not. I have it available. I even have ESPN Plus for reasons to get baseball and collegiate sports. And, it's not... I just want sports, man. I just want to watch the game. I don't want to sit there and analyze and talk about and listen to pundits spew off their opinion.
One guy that did sign on for a contract extension, Tim Tebow.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so Tim Tebow is staying. David Lloyd, Stefania Bell, Cam Newton, Charles Davis, and Carl Ravitch are gone in the latest round of layoffs by ESPN. That was some news coming out yesterday. Hastings College Foundation Board of Directors has named Holly Sabatka as the executive director of the Hastings College Foundation. She'll begin her new role on campus in mid-September. In this role, Sabatka will oversee fundraising, advancement, and alumni engagement. Since 2016, Sabatka has served as the executive director of the Hastings Catholic Schools Foundation, where she led a successful $13.1 million campaign to renovate good old St. Cecilia High School and create an endowed fund for teachers' salaries. Prior to that, she actually spent 18 years with the Hastings College Foundation, directing alumni engagement and campus events. She succeeds Chelsea Lamar, the executive director of the foundation, from 2023 until May of 2026. So Holly Sabatka returning to Hastings College after spending, 10 years with the Hastings Catholic Schools Foundation. So we'll be seeing her around campus here beginning in mid-September.
Get out of my lane. That's coming up later this morning.
Oh, that was on your news side?
You snuck that in there.
That was on your news side.
We'll hear about it again coming up at 7:30.
Well, it's one of those things that, is it news? Is it sports?
It's definitely news.
It's definitely sports. It's one of those stories that can go either way. So if it's news, why did I get the information too? They sent it to the sports desk. They must have sent it to the news desk too. But anyway, if you got it, we'll hear it again at 7:30. Maybe for the people that are joining us later on this hour, they'll be able to hear that.
Yeah, for sure.
Former Husker running back Dante Dodell has been injured in an ATV accident near Atlanta. He was expected to be one of the Bulldogs' top backups this year behind starter Nate Frazier. He ran for 560 yards, 3 touchdowns at Kentucky last season. And I didn't realize this, but Dodell played at Oregon in 2023, played at Nebraska in 2024. Then he transferred to Kentucky for 2025. And he was going to play for Georgia in 2026.
He's taking the Dylan Royola route through college.
God. Same two. He rushed for 614 yards, 12 touchdowns in his only season for the Huskers. How does that happen? Did he? You don't have limits on transfer portals? Can you pop in every year?
Ask Dylan Royola. God, how many places has he gone?
Well, Dodell's now got 4.
Yeah. So I'm in, and I'm not joking here. I finished up season 3 of my college football dynasty in NCAA, and I can't make this shit up, Mike. Dylan Royola in year 3, so that's 26, 27, 2028. And Dylan Royola was playing quarterback for the University of Tennessee. He had entered the transfer portal 2 more times since being at Oregon, so take that as you will. Royola has got to be like pushing 30 in the video game right now. I have no idea how he's still continuing to transfer, but
yeah. I was going to say, how's he still playing in 2028?
Maybe it's 27. Might have been 27.
2027, that would be next year.
Yep.
So you're saying
he'll hit the portal again
after this and go to Tennessee?
Go to Tennessee. Damn near won him a natty.
God, what are you doing during the day?
I play a lot of football.
On your video game?
Hell yeah.
That's what you do all day long?
Not all day long. I work
Some
starting at 3.
So you're playing into the future?
Yeah.
How are we doing? How's Nebraska doing into the future?
Oh, they suck. They're average. Really? They're sitting mid-pack. I don't know. I took the worst team in the video game, UL Monroe, and trying to turn them into a college football powerhouse. It's not been going well. We've steadily improved, but we're not. We're not at the level that I expect. But yeah, you basically take a team and then you can start a dynasty. It's the best mode on the game. You get to go through all the recruiting. You have an NIL that you can divvy out. You can fire and hire your staff. You can build on facilities. It lets you do all that shit, man.
I've got to find you something to do.
No, I'm good.
No, I've got to find you something to do.
Then do it, baby.
Bring
it
on.
on.
Time to sit down and play into the future. 2027. You need some more responsibility. 7:19, waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports. Again, if you'd like to chime in with us, go ahead. 402-834-1330. 402-834-1330. That's the Hamilton Telecommunications fan line. If you'd like to leave us a message on our social media sites, we'll monitor those comments as well. So love to have you join us at the breakfast table here this morning.
We got thunder outside.
We got thunder.
Let's go.
Could have some rain.
Morning thunderstorm.
Legion baseball last night. Grand Island Home Federal won the seniors championship. up in Ryder Park. They beat Kearney by the score of 10-1. God, Grand Island's good.
That's hard rain.
What are you doing? Are you looking out the window?
No, I can hear it through my headphones. The rain is pounding this morning.
It's not raining on the Eastern studio.
Give it 5 minutes. It'll come your way.
I need it.
Nice, good shower.
I held off of watering my yard here at the Eastern Studios for the last couple of days in hopes of seeing some rain this week.
That's gutsy.
Well, I'm a cheap ass and I don't want to pay for the water.
Fair.
Oh, my water bill's too high. So I'm a cheap ass. I was waiting.
Oh, shit, it's outrageous, man.
Mother Nature to drop some rain on this yard so I didn't have to water.
Between the AC and the water,
oh, yeah.
odd.
I'm with you.
$300.
So anyway, I'm telling you about Legion baseball, and all of a sudden you're bringing up that it's raining.
It's just because it's loud in my headphones. Sorry. Continue.
Well, I was just saying that Home Federal is good. They went undefeated in the area tournament, and they smoked Kearney for the second straight time, playing Kearney 10-1, won the championship last night. But Kearney advances to the state tournament beginning this Saturday, in addition to Hastings. And don't even ask about the brackets. Kearney Post 52 won the juniors championship last night out in Scottsbluff. They beat Grand Island 5 Points Bank by the score of 4-3. So Kearney will be playing in the Class A junior state tournaments. And Hastings will host one of the two Class A state tournaments for the juniors beginning on Saturday. Hastings being the host team, so we'll get the 7 o'clock game on Saturday. That's all I know as of now. I was talking to some folks yesterday trying to figure out the bracket for the Class A seniors. Nobody really had a clear idea what the hell the state's going to do. And hopefully we'll get the brackets out today to see if we're playing in Kearney or Elkhorn. I've got my bags packed for the weekend. Got the bags packed. Looks like we could be playing at Elkhorn for the state tournament, but
it's not like they have a PowerPoints formula that you can figure out.
Yeah. I wish they would go to something like that where we could figure that out, but it's not going to be in the foreseeable future for Legion baseball. The state just kind of does whatever they want.
Yeah.
So they'll come out with a brackets.
Well, and it's power. Go ahead.
Everybody will gripe about them when they come out. But how come they playing over here? This two-site deal, I'm not a big fan of. Never have. Let's just have one state tournament. Forget who's going where. Mm-hmm. Let's go to Kearney. Let's go to Elkhorn North. I wish we were at
National and American Division. Yeah, just scrap that shit, man.
Just have one state tournament.
Class A, B, and C.
Yeah. And if you want to expand it, go ahead. But these two different sites, I never was a big fan of that.
Well, you can't do double elimination if you're going to go to 16, because it'd be 8 and 8. So double elimination goes out the window if you're going to play at one site. So it'd have to be a single elimination, 16-team field, and you're not going to get anybody to go for that. So
we're stuck with this?
Yeah, you're stuck with 2 8-man brackets for the foreseeable future.
Oh, God. Now the other classes are starting to adopt this, too. For a state tournament, so. Yeah, I wish they'd get rid of that. I'm not a big fan of that. Why not just make it a single elimination? Bring your best ball to the state tournament. It's supposed to be playing your best ball at the end of the year. Bring it on. It's what we do for high school basketball.
Cannot do single elimination for baseball.
Why?
Because it's baseball. You don't do single elimination. There's too many factors. It doesn't give you a good enough grasp to... I mean, how many times do you see that? Like, a team will kick the living shit out of somebody 22-0 and then turn around and they'll win the next game 3-1. You just can't do single elimination in baseball.
We do it in basketball.
It's a different sport. The different time constraints, different things. over the course of 4 quarters, I think you could find out who's the better team.
Over the course of 9 innings or 7 innings.
You get 27 outs. Or 21 in the case of Legion Bowl. That's not enough time.
All right, we're stuck then.
You're stuck.
If you see no way getting around these two, we did it for years. We didn't have these 2 sites because then everybody was griping in Omaha.
Well, wah.
Not all the good Omaha teams got into the state tournament. It's not fair. It's not fair. That's why we got out to these 2 different sites.
Because it was originally just 8.
Oh yeah, originally
it was just a straight 8. You can do 8.
Yeah, 8 double elimination and get on with it. But Omaha was whining because they have so many teams, and not all the good teams from Omaha got into the state tournament. So let's do this. Let's make 2 state tournaments so more Omaha teams can get in and play. Let's get all the teams from Omaha to play in the state tournament. That would be fair. And then we'll get the one side play the other side for the champion. That sounds good.
As much as I understand where you're coming from, I also like how much better is this formula? And take baseball out of the equation, right? Because we bitched about the same thing with basketball and volleyball and the district tournaments and sub-district tournaments. And the fact is, you just got to stop calling these tournaments sub-districts because in no way whatsoever are you playing anybody remotely close to where you were at.
No, we got away from that model.
We got away from that model. Now we're going to just a strictly points-based model. But I will I'm going to plant my flag on this hill. How much better is the state tournament without some of those 8 seeds that get in with a sub 500 record or close to it and get beat by 45 by the 1 seed and they make the trek all the way out from the Sandhills or wherever they're coming from, and it's 8.5 hours, get their tail kicked in, get their T-shirt, and go home. How much better is the state tournaments with having the best 8 teams in the field? I think that's the best model, and I think that's what baseball's going for too. And I to that end, Mike, I agree with him. It's probably a better model getting the Metro in because, quite frankly, it's just better ball.
All right, so we're stuck with it.
Happy to be stuck with you like Huey Lewis in the news.
We're going to be talking about this probably next year again.
Sure.
And the year after that. So, all right, waking up with Mike and Tyson here. We got some baseball junkies out there. What are your thoughts on the Legion baseball and the 2-site deal here?
Ryan Martin too busy chiming in on the Kansas State-based basketball.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
TBT taking place last night.
How did I forget about that in my sports shorts?
We talked about it for a long time.
We talked about it yesterday. What happened last night?
Ryan's got your breakdown for you on his Orion M Outdoors channel. It says, sadly, Kansas State alumni Purple Rain took Game 1 over Kansas alumni JHX. Michael Beasley took over. Game 2 moves to the Lee Arena in Topeka tonight on FS1. And Ryan also says it's okay that you stole my story because lanes cross over on the show. The intersecting lanes.
That's okay. As long as I got the endorsement from Ryan Martin that I stole one of your stories.
He gave you the blessing.
All right. As long as he's happy with it and he's satisfied with it, we can go with it. All right, 7:29. What's going on in the news today? Speaking of the news, what's going on in the news today?
All right. Well, we'll start off with the courts, where the Lancaster County District Court has stopped the city of Lincoln from enforcing its minimum wage ordinance. In 2026, the Nebraska legislature amended the voter-approved growth rate for the state's minimum wage. The Lincoln City Council disagreed with the legislature and enacted a municipal ordinance with the wording that was similar to the ballot language. And as you mentioned, the Hastings College Foundation Board of Directors has named Holly Sabatka, one of my good friends, by the way, a 1996 Hastings College grad, as executive director of the Hastings College Foundation. She will begin her new role on campus in mid-September. Sabatka will oversee fundraising, advancement, and alumni engagement. And since 2016, as you mentioned, Sabatka has been the executive director of the Hastings Catholic Schools Foundation, where she led a successful $13.1 million campaign to renovate St. Cecilia High School and create an endowed fund for teacher salaries.
Yeah, if you're her good friend, you'll be one of the first people that she calls in her new job, looking for some donations. If you're a good friend of hers,
I'm such a good friend that she knows I have no money.
It'd be a wasted call.
It would be a wasted call.
Hey, all right, Checking Sports. It's brought to you by Bamboo Mind and Body Spa of Hastings. Whether you're an athlete or just feeling sore, Bamboo Mind and Body Spa has a personalized wellness plan for you. We mentioned Husker running back Dante Dodell, or the former Husker running back Dante Dodell. He was seriously injured in that ATV accident near Atlanta. He was expected to be one of the Bulldogs' top backups this year behind starter Nate Frazier. He ran for 560 yards, 3 touchdowns at Kentucky last season. Dodell played at Oregon in 2023 and Nebraska in 2024. He rushed for 614 yards and 12 touchdowns in his only season with the Huskers. Sedalia scored 2 runs in the 10th inning to beat the Hastings Sodbusters 7-6 last night. Chance Burton and Isaac Coleman had 2 hits apiece for the Sodbusters. Jude Stewart was a losing pitcher. Hastings is now 17-22 in the season. Same 2 teams will play in Sedalia tonight. First pitch will be at 7. In American Legion baseball action last night, Grand Island Home Federal won the A7 Seniors Championship with a 10-1 win over Kearney. Kearney Post 52 won the Juniors Championship after beating Grand Island 5 Points Bank 4-3. In the Class B Junior State Tournament in Wayne yesterday, West Point beat Alliance 11-2, and Wahoo outscored Hickman 18-15. Wahoo plays West Point today for the championship. In the Class C state tournament at Tri-County, Malcolm beat Tri-County 12-3, and Loomis got by Pender 5-4. Malcolm will play Loomis for the championship today. The Class B juniors and the Class C junior state tournaments, 8 teams, double elimination. They'll have their championship games today. That's a check on your sports headlines. It is 7:32 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Cooler weather is upon us as we close out the rest of the work week, with summer heat returning just in time for the weekend. On this Wednesday, we'll have a chance of showers, especially as we go overnight tonight. A high in the upper 70s, overnight a low of 59. Best chances for rain come just before daybreak Thursday morning, where we'll maintain showers through Thursday morning as well. A high of 78 as well on Thursday, 84 on Friday, and 90s into the weekend.
Right now we've got northeast winds at 4 miles per hour. It's evidently raining on the western side, the western studios. It's raining there. We've got cloudy skies above the eastern studios this morning. It's 63 degrees at Extreme Sports.
Start your engines, Hastings. It's time for fast, loud Friday nights at Cam Raceway. Cam Raceway is located just east of Hastings on J Street. Catch the adrenaline-pumping action every Friday night through August. Watch stock non-wing micros, restricted micros, junior sprints, cage karts, and more tear up Nebraska's fastest 8-mile dirt track. Gates open at 7. Racing roars to life at 8. Only $10 to get in, and kids 12 and under are free with a paying adult. Cam Raceway, where speed meets dirt and Friday nights come alive. Don't miss it.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and Owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at Hamilton.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, see the professionals at North Shore Real Estate of Hastings. Real estate is one of the largest and most exciting investments you can make, and the folks at North Shore Real Estate are here to make sure the process is a fun and rewarding one. They serve Hastings, Harvard, Blue Hill, Kennesaw, and several other communities within a 35-mile radius of Hastings. They'll give you the guidance and support you need throughout the entire buying or selling experience. Give them a call at 402-461-6930 or stop in at 100 North Shore Drive in Hastings. North Shore Real Estate. Excellent agents, outstanding results.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
All right, Mike Welch, Einstein and Vronic with you. It's Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for this Wednesday. Again, thanks for joining us, whether you're listening to us on our website at x-streamsports.com, maybe on your smartphone with our free mobile app, maybe on your smart speaker, Roku TV, back on Facebook Live, as long as we are nice. We don't violate the rules.
Yeah, don't violate. No rules. Apologies about getting on you in the first half of the show about staying in your lane of the news and sports story crossover. But it did trip some like unnecessary PTSD for me, and I want to share the story because it's kind of funny now looking back on it, and it wasn't until I had been a smoke break in the in the interim there that I was able to kind of like, oh, that's why your blood boiled so bad. I was doing a show out in Sandhills, and I'm not going to name any names here, but anybody that knows where it's at. And my morning show host used to do this shit to me, and it would just every morning I would leave that studio just infuriated because it didn't make any sense and it didn't follow any rules of order. He'd get on at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was there from 6 to 7, basically just hammering away and punching and grinding out stories and shit. And I tossed them up on the website so that he had them available for at 7 o'clock. And he gets on the mic and he cracks the mic open, 7 a.m., right? And my news breaks at 7:15. The sports is right after that. And he would go and he would open up the station website and he'd be like, good morning. It's going to be another hot day out here in the Sandhills, blah, blah, blah. And coming up later this morning, we're going to dive into the news. And he would open up every single story that I posted for the day and proceeded to, like, read the stories and then say, and now it's time for Tyson in the news. And I'm like...
You just gave the news.
To do what? Like, repeat what you just said. And it riled me up so bad, but I couldn't do anything because he was the boss, right? So I was just pinned. And that was, we're coming up on year 3 of the show. It's the first time that's happened where I've been like, hey, out of my lane. But yeah, that tripped some PTSD from my time out in the Sandhills. So,
well, I'm sorry.
That's why I apologize. I know I got on you a little bit.
Well, I didn't even feel the punch. No, I didn't even feel the punch.
It felt like I was particularly salty, but
it happens from time to time.
It does.
In fact, I thought twice about putting it on my side of the ledger. Thought twice about it, but
there was a chance that I might have missed it. So
yeah, you sometimes miss stuff like that.
Sometimes I get up 5 minutes before the show starts, and I
stuck
find
it on
the
my
first 2 stories I could find. Yeah,
just to make sure we had it.
I get you.
We don't get paid for the amount of stories that we post.
This is true.
God.
Nor do we communicate before the show starts.
No, we don't. About 2 minutes before. Football.
Football.
Oh, God, wait a minute. I'm not even ready. I don't even have Kirby Smart ready to go.
You want me to wax poetically about something?
No, I'm all right. I'm just going to pull him in here because I didn't do my job.
In the meantime...
I got it.
Oh, you got it? You're ready to roll. Cool.
Anyway, SEC football media days got underway this week in Tampa. They're down in Tampa for their football media days. Well, they'll start at the top with Kirby Smart, the head coach for the Georgia Bulldogs. They were 12-2 last year, 7-1 in their conference. They won their SEC championship game. They beat Alabama. Then they lost to Ole Miss in the Sugar Bowl in the playoffs. But anyway, Georgia coming off of a 12-2 season from a year ago. And Kirby says, despite everything else that people are talking about, the landscape of college football, NIL, recruiting, this and that, he says they're just focused on winning at Georgia.
This time in college football, the landscape of college football, that's all the talking heads want to talk about. Everywhere I go, TV, media, everybody wants to talk about the landscape of college football. And it's sad that what's forgotten, what wins games. Maybe that becomes boring, maybe that becomes mundane, but not at our place. I've had questions about expansion, more SEC games, portal, college and federal legislation to navigate the NIL era we're in, players leaving, coaches leaving. That's all people want to talk about. But what we focus on at Georgia is what wins football games. And that's my passion and energy. That's what we love to do. We love to grind it out, play physical football, be explosive in offense, be explosive in defense by how you create turnovers and what you do to create sacks. But at the end of the day, I don't enjoy talking about all these things that are the landscape of college football. I enjoy talking about what wins and what allows our team to have the best chance. The consistency and performance is probably what I'm most proud of over the last 10 to 11 years, including this season. And the consistency and performance is what Georgia's been built on. Can we repeatedly do and be successful regardless of who comes in and out of your program? This season, like many others, we chose to study a successful brand or team or follow someone. And this year, the reigning NBA champions at the time when we studied them was the OKC Thunder. And they talked about being uncommon and how you can be uncommon in today's world. And our guys took a week-by-week section of being uncommon. Believing in the success of others is greater than the success of yourself in a day and age when that's not normal. That is uncommon to be more proud and have a little bit of mudita, we call it, that we enjoy the success of others more than the success of ourselves. And that's what our team and program's built on.
And Kirby says parity in college football right now is great.
I think having everybody competitive and having everybody to have more guys can be invited to the party and get to the party mainly through the portal in a lot of ways. Because, let's be honest, there's some footprints in some states that don't support their program through their own state. They have to go find other ways to do it, right? They've got to be great in the portal. They've got to be able to recruit nationally. And we're very fortunate in our state that we can still stay within our footprint. But each team that finds a way, it seems to be, okay, they did it through age. Okay, they did it through quarterback play. They did it. Everybody finds a way to what's their niche. And that makes the stories more interesting for you guys, right? It's not a one team dominant program. It's really everybody. And then to your question about the Oklahoma City Thunder and the ability that we study successful programs all the time. So if you're not studying how other people are doing it and you're just fixated on your own team and your own roster, I think you're missing out. We're always trying to grow in our program. We don't want to stay the same. So you need to study how other people are doing it and maybe the ways they're doing it and creating roles for players. It's very unique what the Thunder was doing, especially when they won the championship in terms of leading in so many categories, but most importantly, selflessness. And that's what we try to emulate.
Now, Georgia's offense is not the most exciting offense you'll see in college football. In fact, last year, just 19% of their offensive plays went for 10 yards or more. That was fourth worst in the SEC, and Georgia finished with the number 50 total offense last year in college football. But Kirby said at SEC Media Days this week that he wants his team to be physical and explosive on both sides of the ball.
I like to think that we play good defense, we play good offense. Statistically, over the last 5 years, we've got the second most explosive plays in all of college football, and that's on offense. So, I think there's a misnomer probably because of the position I coach and my history and the defensive philosophy that it's like this, oh, okay, we're just going to – no, we believe you have to run the ball. In the fourth quarter, there were probably 4 games last year that if we didn't run the ball for a first down and they knew we were going to run the ball because of the clock management, that you lose games or you give them another possession. And we're going to be – our identity is going to be physical. You can be physical in the pass game. You can be physical on the perimeter. We pride ourselves in those things as well. But I don't think that we're a anomaly or an exception. We just follow the rule of the book that when you have to run the ball, you have to be able to run the ball in games. There's going to come a time where every team has to do that. Doesn't mean you can't be explosive, and we certainly need to be more explosive. But when you do a 5-year study, 4-year study, you look at the numbers, Georgia's been in the top 5 of all those categories. So I like to think that our success has come from both offense, defense, and special teams.
This year on the schedule, Georgia is going to be playing Florida this year in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is going to be a little bit of a change.
Yeah, I'm excited for that opportunity. It's a change in venue, excited for our fan base. And, Florida's got a large contingent in fan base in Atlanta. So, I think that's more of a media and fan deal than it is players. I don't think any of the Florida players or Georgia players are sitting back going, okay, we're playing in Atlanta this year. What does that change? It doesn't. Let's be honest. It's just the venue we're playing in will be different. Sometimes down there wind's a big factor, heat's a factor, and all those things. We're going to be indoors in an incredible stadium, an incredible venue that we've gotten to play in multiple times. So I'm excited for the opportunity, the change, and then we'll be back down here the following year in another environment.
Again, Georgia last year beat Alabama in the SEC championship game 28-7. Got into the playoffs and lost to another SEC team, Ole Miss, 39-34 in the Sugar Bowl last year.
I don't get hung up a lot on just the finish. I like to look back and say, okay, what did we do well in those games and what did we do poorly and how do we improve on it? But that's no different than I do week 5, week 6, week 7. So I would love to see, and I don't make it as an excuse, but I would love to see the flow of the season go like a football, a week to week, maybe a bye week somewhere in there, but a continuous thing. No sport that I know of shuts down for 25 to 30 days between performances. And, we have not had our best performances when we needed them most. And I don't want to blame it on that. I would love to see the flow of a season be like, okay, which team is the strongest continually playing and going week to week. And we've got some opportunities to do that in the future. I hope we can get to that point. But the format we play with now is great. I have no problem. When it was a 2-team format, I was part of it. When it was 4-team, I was part of it. You can always argue the opposite, especially if it doesn't go your way. That's not who I am.
All right, that's Kirby Smart, the head football coach at Georgia during SEC Media Days being held this week down in Tampa. Interesting thought there. The end of the season, you go through all that grind to figure out who's in, who's out. You take a couple of weeks there, and then you move into the college football playoff. And, God, by the time you play, it's been a month since you've been on the field.
Yeah.
Kirby says, let's just keep playing. Why does it take so long to get this college football playoff thing situated? Let's just keep playing. And he's probably right. Why take off 25 or 30 days in between the end of the regular season and the start of the college football playoff?
It's got a point. It's got a point. But also, like, the reward for getting into the postseason is getting the extra practice times and the extra reps. That's what they always, polish the bowl game turds as, we'll get 3 more weeks of practice.
But if we got rid of all the other bowl games that really don't matter, the participation type bowl games, get rid of all those and let's just move on with the season.
I'm not against it.
Maybe take a week off.
Sure.
In preparation for the college football playoff. Maybe take a week off, but then let's get on with it.
Heisman week. Just have all the awards and the presentations. That could be on a Saturday. Take Heisman week off and get right back into the playoffs. I'm good at that.
Yeah, Kirby might have a point there.
Yes. Hey, you saying he's smart?
Oh, God.
Come on,
I knew that would come up.
Low-hanging fruit. Shane Will, the IT man, agrees with Kirby. So here's the $1 million question. We heard Kirby Smart today. The University of Georgia, the Dogs, between the hedges, whose best offense is their defense. They are ferocious on the defensive end. And we all know that defense wins championships. And apparently so does Vegas. Georgia is currently tabbed as the favorite to win the SEC. And so the $1 million question this morning, are you buying or selling the Georgia Bulldogs in the SEC in 2026?
God, I have no reason to think they're not going to contend for the championship. I have no reason to. I'm buying.
Buying the Dogs.
Yeah, I'm going to buy the Dogs, and they'll make a run in the college football playoff. I don't know if they'll win the national championship. What's their national championship odds? The Georgia Bulldogs.
Checking. They are 5th favorite.
5th favorite. Behind who?
The Buckeyes of Ohio State. The always overrated Notre Dame Fighting Irish. You might know they're back in the conversation.
Notre Dame's up like number 2?
Plus 650. Tabbed as the 2nd favorite. Oregon is 3rd best at 800. And riddle me this, Batman. Georgia is the favorite to win the SEC. However, the Horns of Texas are rated higher to win the championship.
So Texas is 4th.
Texas is 4th. Technically, they're tied. It's plus 850 for Texas and Georgia and Indiana. So there's a 3-way tie for 4th.
God, based on those teams, I'm buying Georgia to win the SEC, and I'm buying Georgia to win the national championship.
Really?
Yeah, based on those.
Wow.
Just listening to Kirby yesterday, yeah, I'm buying both of those.
I can't wait till Dan Lanning hits the stage for Big Ten Media Days. He is a great speaker. And he's one of those guys that he could be talking the weather, and I would be excited to run through a wall for this guy for cloudy skies in 72. Just the way he speaks, man. I like Oregon this year. I like Ohio State a lot. Obviously, they're loaded and talented. And if I'm a betting man, and I use my head and not my heart, I would probably tab Texas over Georgia.
Really?
I would. I'd put them probably third favorite. I would probably sell Georgia winning the SEC and throw Texas into the mix. As much as it pains me to say that, Texas has retooled their entire offense. They're going to have Arch Manning leading this year. Steve Sarkisian finds ways to win games. I think their defense will be improved. I think their running game will be really the unsung hero of that offense. I think they'll run to set up Arch and give him plenty of time to make some plays. Texas looks like they could be really dangerous. And again, as a hater of all things Texas, anything Texas, I freaking hate you guys. Horns down all the way. I still think it's a smart play. I'm not buying the LSU overrated stuff. I think LSU could be a contender. They're at a plus 220. So if you can get, or plus 2,200, excuse me. I think that's a good price for LSU. And Oklahoma's right in that same 2,200 mix. I would throw them in the conversation as well.
All right, we'll be hearing more SEC coaches throughout the week here on Huddle Up and Extreme Sports, 7:56. What's going on in the news today?
And as we move over to the news tab, the Hastings College Foundation Board of Directors has named Holly Sabatka, a 1996 Hastings College grad, as the executive director of the Hastings College Foundation. She'll take over for Chelsea Lamar. She will begin her new role on campus in mid-September. And in the new role, Sabatka will oversee fundraising, advancement, and alumni engagement. Since 2016, Sabatka has served as the executive director of the Hastings Catholic Schools Foundation, where she led a successful $13.1 million campaign to renovate St. Cecilia and create an endowed fund for teacher salaries. Meanwhile, the Lancaster County District Court has stopped the city of Lincoln from enforcing its minimum wage ordinance. This has been a wild story, but in 2026, the Nebraska legislature, you might know, amended the voter-approved growth rate for the state's minimum wage. The Lincoln City Council disagreed with the legislature's decision and then reenacted the municipal ordinance with the wording that was on the original ballot. But the Lancaster County Court wants to see how this plays out in other communities and in the state legislature, so they have temporarily stopped the city of Lincoln from enforcing the minimum wage ordinance. Doubtful that this will be the last time we hear of this story, but it temporarily pauses. 3 minutes until 8 o'clock. Let's head back over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's going on in sports?
Well, your home for local sports is proudly sponsored by Bamboo Mind and Body Spa, where wellness meets recovery. Former Husker running back Dante Dodell has been seriously injured in an ATV accident near Atlanta. Dodell was expected to be one of the Georgia Bulldogs' top backups this year, behind starter Nate Frazier. He ran for 560 yards and 3 touchdowns at Kentucky last season. Dodell played at Oregon in 2023 and Nebraska in 2024. He rushed for 614 yards and 12 touchdowns in his only season with the Huskers. Sedalia scored 2 runs in the 10th inning to beat the Hastings Sodbusters 7-6 last night. Chance Burton and Isaac Coleman had 2 hits apiece for the Sodbusters. Jude Stewart was a losing pitcher. Hastings is now 17-22 on the season. Same 2 teams will play in Sedalia tonight. First pitch will be at 7. In American Legion baseball action last night, Grand Island Home Federal won the A7 Seniors Championship with a 10-1 win over Kearney. Kearney Post 52 won the Juniors Championship after beating Grand Island 5 Points Bank 4-3. In the Class B Junior State Tournament in Wayne yesterday, West Point beat Alliance 11-2, and Wahoo outscored Hickman 18-15. In the Class C state tournament at Tri-County, Malcolm beat Tri-County 12-3, and Loomis got by Pender 5-4. That's a check in your sports headlines at 7:59 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Cooler weather is upon us as we close out the rest of the work week, with summer heat returning just in time for the weekend. On this Wednesday, we'll have a chance of showers, especially as we go overnight tonight. a high in the upper 70s. Overnight, a low of 59. Best chances for rain come just before daybreak Thursday morning, where we'll maintain showers through Thursday morning as well. A high of 78 as well on Thursday, 84 on Friday, and 90s into the weekend.
We've got northeast winds at 4, cloudy skies. It is 63 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydromassage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high speed, dirt slinging, adrenaline pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class wing beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
All right, Mike Willensheimer and Bronick with you. Huddle up on Extreme Sports for this Wednesday. Again, we'll have State Legion baseball this weekend. Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes and Hastings 5 Points Bank will be playing in the state tournament this weekend. Hopefully we'll get the brackets out today, let you know where and when the teams will be playing, and then we'll set our broadcast schedule. We'll be following both the juniors and seniors teams this weekend on the Extreme Sports Broadcast Network. So we'll let you know where the games can be found this weekend. They'll both play this Saturday, but again, we'll let you know about the game times and who the opponents are going to be as soon as we are notified here at Extreme Sports. I'm going to spend the next hour or so maybe pulling out the instruction book on our studio telephone. I've got blinking red lights today on my phone, and this has never happened since we debuted, 3 years ago.
Do you have like a message or something?
Someone may have left us a message.
Left a voicemail?
This has never happened.
Do you know how to
3 years? Hell, I don't even know how to get to the messages. Somebody left us a message. It might not be a good one.
That's extremely. If it's like a nasty gram, like record it and we'll play it for tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll play it because I can't get it out of there. But I've got blinking lights for the first time today. God, that's embarrassing. I looked at it this morning. I just looked at the phone.
Yeah.
Number one, not a lot of people have landlines anymore.
Nope.
So I'm looking at this landline, which I need to have here in our studio, and I've got this blinking red light, and I assume I assume somebody has left us a message.
Yep.
For the first time in 3 years.
Nobody makes phone calls anymore.
Well, a lot of people just use my cell phone.
They just text or comment or, cell phone.
They know my cell phone, and they just call me there. No one has really left me a message on our studio line in 3 years. Looks like I got to go to school to learn how to run this phone. I hate to call the IT guy and ask him how to run a telephone.
Shoot him a text.
Yeah. How do you run this telephone?
He's probably already prompting his response with instruction videos to show us.
How do you...
We're going to get a memo in our email this morning.
How to run our...
our damn phone lines.
I think you got the same phone in your...
I also have a blinking red light.
Do you?
But it's the same phone line, so it's probably the same message.
Probably the same message. So
I also have no idea how to play it.
We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out sometime today. If it's anything good, I'll...
Yeah, if it's juicy, we'll play it.
Yeah,
we'll call you out.
It's a nasty gram. So if you left me a message yesterday on our phones, we apologize for not getting back to you. We got to figure out how in the hell to play this thing. I told them when they put these phones in, these are too high-tech for us. Way too
landlines?
high-tech. Well, it's not your typical telephone.
No, it's got like a menu screen.
Yeah, it's way too complicated for us.
You can apparently launch ships into space by pressing certain buttons. I don't know.
And that's what I'm afraid of. I don't want to push something. I was always told, if you don't know what that button does, don't push it.
See, that's the difference between me and you. If I didn't know what that button does, I press the button to see what happens. Yep. I'm curious. I'm a curious person. I want to know what happens.
I'm the other side. I say, if I push
you're pretty cautious.
What's going to happen? Because I don't want to screw anything up. So
right. It's kind of worked. The show has kind of worked flawlessly since our very first episode.
Yeah, and what happens if I push a button?
You'd hate to screw with karma.
Yeah, I'll try to figure this out. I'll let you know how it turned out. So, anyway, if you'd like to listen to the show again, we had Kirby Smart on, the head football coach at Georgia. Some interesting thoughts from Kirby on the show today, so you can go back, listen to the show, go to our social media sites, download the podcast, listen to the show at your convenience today. We'll do it all over again tomorrow morning at 7. Hope you join us then. Have yourself a great day.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports. Join us every weekday morning from 7 until 8 on Extreme Sports.